Hello and namaste, dear ones, blessed beings of light. I'm very pleased to be with you once again. I have an update. Last night I had an encounter, and I just thought I'd put it into practice more with what I was saying about connecting in with our extraterrestrial families. I was attracted to a specific so-called star in the sky, and it's been there before, and they were very excited when I connected in with them last time. Well, last night, I'm still comprehending it myself. So in as much as this seems to be like real space cadet stuff, I'm still getting my head around it as well, because we are talking about actual conscious beings that are actually responding to me. So it's full on. Anyway, I knew straight away that it was a spacecraft. And so I projected my thoughts to it, and I asked them, I said to them, all right, because they started moving around. So I thought, right, okay, so how can we get a communication form happening? So I said to them, okay, if you go sideways, left to right, that means no. If you go up and down, that means yes. So that was a way that they could communicate with me. Otherwise, when I really do tune in, then I can receive messages internally as well. But this was more of a physical communication. And I get the intuition as well to go with it, but it's not mega powerfully strong enough for me to interpret as fully as I would like to. So that was how I produced the communication. So I asked them, and I felt I had it in the back of my mind who they were. I knew who they were. But I thought I'll ask anyway, because surely they're Arcturians. But no, it went sideways. It was unreal. And then I said, okay, are you Syrian? No, they went sideways again. And then I thought, right, well, I have to ask them, because this is what I've been thinking all along, that this is who they are. But I haven't had anything to do with the Andromedans. I've had about 765 lifetimes in Andromeda, so a bit more than what I've had here on Earth. But I haven't, as far as I know, I haven't had much to do with them. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm doing something in my sleep and I'm not aware of it yet. But anyway, so I asked them, I said, are you Andromedan? And sure enough, they went up and down. I could not believe it, and I just thought, okay, I think we're really onto something here. And then I thought, right, well, I'm going to test it further then. I said, all right. I said, can you do a circle for me then? And I kid you not, this bright star in the sky, it then did a circle. And I just laughed my head off. And then they started jiggling around everywhere, like as if they're really excited. It was tripped out. It was so tripped out. because they know that I'm hooking in with them mentally. That's all you got to do. You've just got to believe it. If you don't believe it, then you get what you believe. And we are becoming more instantly creative. We're entering into fifth dimensional beings. So understand that what you think is what you are. What you think, what you believe is what you attract. It's as simple as that. So you just got to believe it. And it becomes more and more clearer to me that these are conscious beings from another world responding to me at the moment. It's just in the sky. They can't come and visit me because I've got, an unnamed secret intelligence department is overlooking what I'm doing at the moment. So I know that none of these beings can come and actually visit me just yet. We've got to wait till more of the collective are more receptive to the whole idea of it, you see. So I have to wait. The secret intelligence departments have to wait. Everyone has to wait until we all sort of come up to speed a little bit. And incidentally, if the secret intelligence departments are, or the unnamed department that you brought those 4 men here to come and spy on me and scare the bejesus out of me, because that's all you did was terrorise me, incidentally. You're meant to be protecting us from terrorism, not terrorising the general public. And that's what you effectively did, I'll just point out. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. These are benevolent beings waiting to communicate with us all. And for all the people in the intelligence agencies and abroad, for all of us to wake up to our heart centres. I know it's a bit hard when you're a fully materialistic person. You just look at people like me and you go, oh, look at this crazy loony tuner. Well, when they start making themselves more obvious to everyone, then we'll see who the real Looney Tunes are. Because what you've been denying all along, or rejecting or hiding, becomes unhidden anymore. So, choice is yours, mate. You don't affect me because I know what's going on, and there's a couple million of us around the planet that know exactly what's going on. Well, there's been more than millions now anyway. But anyhow, so that's that. And I've got a message to pass on. I had a comment on the other UFO video that I did yesterday. UFOs and Starbeings, and there was a comment, which is the only one that I got, comment from the same person. There was 2, and I'm pretty sure it was a lady, one of our 3 female sisters, and she says, you make us abductees, blah blah blah, look, whatever. And she called me a kook. She called me a kook. So, I can appreciate that if those people that have been abducted by the Zeta Reticulars or the Greys, aliens, well, they're one of the hostile species towards us. They're hostile, but they're not as well. They're grey beings. They call them the Greys, and well, they're in a grey area as well. But they're employed by the Anunnaki. Anyhow, they're puppets for the Anunnaki. They do all the rubbish work for them. Anyway, the Zeta Reticulars are at the brink of extinction because this cloning technology, which has been brought here, well, it's not working for the Zeta Reticulars anymore. There seems to be like a problem in the process, and they're at the brink of extinction. So they're basically, and the souls that have agreed or that are getting abducted, they agreed to this before they incarnated here. So to help them out. So it's been like a unison, side-by-side agenda, which, for whatever reason, that's between them. I don't really care about understanding it, quite frankly, but this is what's going on. And I also believe that there could be a government-backed false abductions going on as well, and that's just to fearmonger completely and totally as well. So this person could be under one of those two regimes, but I would suggest it's more to do with helping the Zeta Reticulars to regenerate reproductive organs so that they can reproduce sexually and go back to that, which is mostly what organic beings do. The reproduction organs is a fundamental aspect of continuing the species. And then, of course, we've been manipulated ourselves as humans to stop us from reproducing. And, well, there's various systems in place with that, and I won't discuss that. If you start looking for the realism, start looking at our environment, what's been going on, and start looking at the so-called truths and start looking past these pathetic truths, then you'll start seeing all the lies for what they are. It's as simple as that. Okay. I've also got here the Arcturian seal. Not Arcturian, I should say, the Atlantean seal. I've got this on my website. It looks like you can't download the image, so what I'll have to do is put it in the shop section and just charge a very small fee for it, just so that you guys can get a digital download of it and print it out yourselves. And the description for it is on my site. Basically, it's only the people that resonate with this that it means anything to. That's all that matters. But for the ones that it does resonate to, it is very powerful for sucking out all the bad Atlantean negative energies from out of your karmic system and out of your aura and thinking, out of all your energy bodies. It just sucks the guts of it right out of you. So that's basically what that is for. So you just have to go to the About page on my website, and it's all described there by Archangel Metatron and Mick Yael. Alright, well, I just wanted to share that with you, what I saw in the sky last night. Amazing stuff. And then I actually, half an hour later, I did some similar things, looking at it from a different spot, and I got him to do a circle again in the sky again. So definitely not fooling myself, and I'm always making sure that I'm not being self-deceptive or just seeing things. I know that there's a lot of people questioning what I'm saying, and they'll be saying to themselves, oh, this guy's just seeing things, or blah 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 blah. Well, I'm not that stupid to be self-deceptive. I check and I double check. intellectually and make sure that I'm not fooling myself, because the last thing I want to do is come here, say these things on video, dressed up in a dress, and completely run rings around myself looking like a dropkick or an idiot. That's just simply not going to happen. So I suggest get into your heart, use your intuition, tune into them. I've described how I just communicated with them, and I invite you guys to do exactly the same. Thanks for listening, and namaste, dear ones. Have a beautiful day. It's beautiful here on this winter's day. Ciao.